I am fearing two holocausts for the Muslims. Because I have said, we deserve double punishment as compared to the Jews. If they had one, we have to have two. If one holocaust is going to come in the Middle East, the Arabs, the biggest will be to them, because they are the biggest criminals on the surface of the earth regarding Islam. They had the fazila. They have the book in their own language. They don't have to learn another language to understand Quran. And even if they have turned their faces and back, they have turned their faces away and back towards the deen of Allah and the book of Allah. نَبَذَ فَرِيقٌ مِّنَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ كِتَابَ اللَّهِ وَرَاءَ ظُهُورِهِمْ. If the Arabs have done this thing with the Quran, then they are the biggest criminals on the surface of the earth. And they deserve the biggest punishment that has ever been given to any nation on this earth. And that is going to come. Read the ahadith. And let me tell you about the second Holocaust also. That will be in the Indian subcontinent and Pakistan and Bharat both. Because in the non-Arab world, we are the biggest criminals. Let me give you reasons for that. I don't want to say anything without any reason. I have logic with me. I have thought over these issues for more than 30, 40 years. And this book is the subject of my study. Whatever I'm saying on the basis of this book. Why the Pakistanis and Indian Muslims, and more so the Pakistanis, they are the biggest criminals in the non-Arab Muslim Ummah. You know, this Muslim Ummah, I told you, is more than 1 billion. For example, you can take 120 crores. Out of them, only 20 crores nearly are the Arabic speaking. They are not racially Arab, but Arabic speaking people. They are Arabs now. The rest of about 1 billion are the non-Arab speaking. And amongst them, the biggest number resides in the Indian subcontinent. Nearly 400 million, 40 crores, you know, they are in India. More than 10 crores in Pakistan. More than 10, I think it is 12, 13 crores in Bangladesh. 18 crores in Bharat. Add them up. And these people, you know, they had the privilege. What was the privilege? I know, I have told you the privilege for the Arabs was that Muhammad was an Arab, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But you know, prophethood came to an end in the person of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After the prophets, we have been having mujaddideen. There's the hadith in Sunan Abi Dawud. إن الله يبعث في هذه الأمة على رأس كل 100 عام من يجدد لها دينها. Allah will raise from amongst this ummah in every century people who will renew the deen of Allah. They will remove all the external elements which might have come on the face of Islam, the dust that might be covering the face of Islam. They will remove it, and show to the people, this is Islam, this is true Islam. These people we call mujaddideen. And now please note, for 1,000 years, all the mujaddideen were from the Arab world. But no sooner than the second 1,000 years started. You know, for 1,000 in Arabic you have alf, second thani, alf-e thani. The biggest mujaddid of the 11th century, Shaykh Ahmad Sarhandi rahimahullah. The biggest mujaddid of the 12th century, Shah Waliullah Dahlavi rahimahullah. In the 13th century we have many mujaddideen, and they waged jihad for the cause of Allah. We have Mahdi Sudani in Sudan. We have Idris Sanusi in Libya. But the most purest jihad, giving the reflection of the jihad of Sahaba Kiram, was done in India under Sayyid Ahmad Barelvi rahimahullah, whose lieutenant number 1 was Shah Ismail Shaheed, the grandson of Shah Waliullah Dehlavi. Then come to the 14th century of Hijrah. The biggest thinker of the Muslim world, Allama Iqbal. The biggest writer of the Muslim world of 14th century, Maulana Maududi. The biggest Muballigh, who made Muballigh a movement under whose influence at least 100,000 people are on the move at every moment on the globe. Maulana Ilyas. Where do they belong? Then throughout the Muslim world there were freedom movements, but the Arabs fought their freedom movement under the slogan of Arab nationalism, not Islam. Everywhere there was nationalism, except in Pakistan. For the Pakistan movement, the slogan was, it might have been a hollow slogan, but it was a slogan. The slogan was, Pakistan ka matlab kya, la ilaha illallah. And even if this nation now, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them Pakistan, and we have wasted more than 47 years now, because you might say that I am committing some mistake. Pakistan was established in 47, it's 93, to 46 years. No, we go by the lunar calendar. 47 years will be completed on the 27th of Ramadan, which is just going to start. Where is that Islam? What we did to Islam? We have built palaces, no doubt. Go to Gulbarg, go to defense in Karachi and Lahore. Go see, palaces are there. But where's that goal for which Pakistan was created? For which hundreds and thousands of people, they gave their life. Thousands of Muslim women raped and abducted, and they remained there. They refused to come over to Pakistan. When after a lapse of 10 years there was, a scheme under a treaty between India and Pakistan to recover these abducted women, both from Pakistan and India. I have stories that many of the Muslim women in India, they refused to go to come over to Pakistan. They said, we have born 2, 3 children here from these Sikhs and Hindus. Now, who will accept us in your society? Now you have come after 10 years to take us back. Who will accept us in your society? Pakistan was established at this great cost. So actually we deserve. And that thing is now just apparent. Militant revival of Islam has been blamed very much. Islamic fundamentalism has been made an abuse, a gali. But actually it's the Hindu militant revival which is now showing up. And this incidence of Ayodhya, that's only a tip of the iceberg. What is underneath? It's very apparent now, it's not hidden. Bal Thackeray has said it very recently, that the same fate will come to Muslims in India which came to the Jews in Germany if they don't mend their ways. And what do they mean by mending of ways? You can very well imagine. These are his words. They have been sending deputations to Spain to find out the means that were adopted for the ethnic cleansing 500 years before. They are ready for the job. So this is one side of the picture. It's going to come. Why? The same divine law. In shakartum la azidannakum wa la in kafartum inna azabi la shadid. If I gave you my book My law, my sharia, you made covenant with me. If you had performed your duties correctly, I would have given you more. لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَئِنْ كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. And my punishment is also very severe.